Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Cognition, an Erica Reed thriller. In the last episode, through time and visions, Erica and Cordelia forged a bond. They saw each other, and I thought it was very, very powerful. And we also got a clue to the combination of Max's safe. However, before I jump into doing that, there was something I actually wanted to do first. So these two memories are greyed out because we've done everything that we can do in them. However, the one with John isn't, and we now know why Cordelia went to John. She was having visions of Max dying. So I want to see if we can complete this first.
I'm sure I can talk to someone about this vision. They can protect Max for me. I'm looking for John McCoy. Is that you?
The one and only. What's this about?
I was led to believe maybe you could help me. My brother is going to be killed.
Well, you just get right to the point, huh? Look, I can try to help you, miss, but really, you should call the police. We only deal with federal cases here.
Well, okay. But I was told by someone that you'd be willing to hear me out.
All right. You tell me what's going on, maybe I get you in touch with someone on the BPD. Anything to distract me from how badly my football game's going.
Okay, let's tell him about the vision.
My brother, Max.
He's the one who's gonna die? What evidence do you have?
Well, all my life I've had this sense. I've been able to see things that haven't happened yet.
Give me a break.
And then they come true. I've been having these awful, scary visions. And in them, Max dies. He gets killed. I heard you help with this sort of thing.
You heard wrong. I don't help. I keep an open mind about things, and now someone's playing a practical joke. Who put you up to this?
What? No one.
I do find it very interesting. I want to know who told Cordelia that John could help her. And you've been having a lousy week?
What was so bad about this week?
Talking me up won't change my mind, miss. I've been through hostage negotiation training. But if you want to know, and everyone here is sick of hearing about it, my wife's leaving me. Over 20 years together, and I swear, she is trying to take everything that matters to me as she goes. Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't get into it.
No, it's okay. I don't mind. It's important to talk that stuff out.
Fine. But just remember, hostage negotiator.
And your team is losing?
You said your team was losing. What's the game you're watching?
Not watching, but I got a live feed of the score, though it's almost too painful to look at. Goddamn Pat's letting me down here, and I got money riding on this. I mean, come on. The Washington Redskins? I figured we'd tear them open like a Christmas present, but no!
American football is entirely foreign to me. Hell, all football is foreign to me. I'm not a big sports person. Is there any way I can convince you?
What can I do to change your mind?
You can show me your visions, or show me your dead brother. All right. I'm sorry. This whole week has been lousy, and watching the Pats get ripped apart is no help. But what am I supposed to think?
You're supposed to think that you can do something for me.
Maybe you need to talk to someone. Here, there's this woman, Rose. She runs an antique shop, and she's gifted. She knows about visions and things. She's been giving me some guidance. Give her a call. There's a desk down in the end you can sit at to call.
All right. That's the conversation I saw a piece of earlier.
Okay.
I'm going to go think for a bit. Try to figure out what would convince you.
Sure thing, kid. Aw, no, how did they score again? Brady, come on! You can do this! Just get me a first down and cover the spread. Please.
10-yard set. The Pats are really hurting out there.
I have no idea what he just said about spread and cover and all that, but I think I know what the game wants me to do. because Terrence sent us an app that, football. And it was the Patriots versus the Redskins.
This is the score for the Pats game John was following.
Patriots 22, Redskins 20. So the Patriots do win. So we go back and we tell him the score.
Whoa. So, I don't know how I know it, but I know who's going to win that game. I didn't even need to focus.
Erica helping you out from the future.
Hello again, Agent McCoy.
Hello, miss. What do you need?
Convince
Can I
him.
do anything to convince you I can see things?
All right, look, you seem pretty serious about this. And yeah, I have heard plenty of crazy shit before. But if you're going to convince me, that's on you to figure out.
Okay, so we would just want to go in with the Patriots will win.
Is that game still going on?
If by game you mean slaughter, then yes, my team's slaughter is progressing well.
Double your bet.
What?
Double your bet. The Patriots are going to win 22-20.
Get out of here. You are off your nut, lady. They can't come back. Plus, that score doesn't make any sense. How are they going to get to 22?
They will. If they don't, I'll cover the whole bet, and you can triple it. Give your man my name, Cordelia Smith.
Okay, Cordelia. Pleasure to finally know your name. You're really serious, aren't you?
This is life or death.
All right, looks like Vinny accepted, and who wouldn't a crazy bet like that? Okay, listen, kid. I don't know where you're getting these crazy ideas of yours, but I can see you're really fighting for this. This matters to you. You know, I'm going to regret that I ever said this, but call it a hunch. I'll help you.
Really? Thank you so much.
But if any of this starts to smell funny, I am out. All right? We'll open a new case here. Have it assign a case number, and boom. Okay, tell me what you know.
And I can't stop thinking about this.
Look, I can see you're scared, but it isn't exactly federal, so I can't just drop everything and run it for you. Here, this is the case number. You see that number? You can check up on any progress just by referencing it.
Okay. And thank you so much, John. Really, thank you. Thank you for all your help, Agent McCoy. I need to go, but I'll be in touch.
Oh my God, I can't believe it! The Patriots have managed to come back! The Patriots have managed to come back! A staggering 70-yard run off a fumble has cost the Redskins the game.
I still have no idea
John,
what that
you were
means.
working with her? You were helping her? I don't believe this.
Well, yeah, at that stage she was just a frightened young woman. John McCoy investigation, ooh. I've put in some off hours looking into private concerns that Miss Cordelia Smith brought to me. She's worried for her brother, Max Smith. She claims his life is in danger, and though she has no evidence, her conviction was strong enough to rouse some interest. She is absolutely convinced that Max's life is in jeopardy, and her conviction is worth something. I did some preliminary digging around, but I haven't found much to substantiate this, fortunately or unfortunately. Max made a name for himself in the business world pretty quickly and seems to have ruffled some feathers in the process, but nothing that fits in with a murder motive. Max is dead. Cordelia's locked up. When she was coherent again, she told us a code that got us to where the body was. Davies got a confession out of her, but I don't believe she did it. I tried to appeal to McAdams, but he wouldn't hear it. He wants this over fast. Yeah, we saw this. The confession that Davies got was, "Did you kill your brother?" "Yes, I did," and that was it. There was no why, there was none of that. We saw that Cordelia's hands were attached to the gun. It looked like a cane killer trap. And I don't think Davies wanted to hear that Cordelia was forced to kill her brother. So I do think, as messed up as it is, Cordelia got justice for herself with Davies' death. Davies' death didn't have anything to do with the Longmore killings. It all had to do with Max. Okay. I need to think back over the facts. We used a code to get into the room where we found Max's body and everything was burned to cinders. Okay. Okay, so this is making some sense here. We used a code to get into the room where we found Max's body and everything was burnt to cinders. Max was mostly bones, some charred flesh. It looked like either an awful accident or play to destroy evidence. But then Gallagher found a bullet mark on a rib. No evidence of why Cordelia would shoot him, no clear gain on her part, and no weapon was ever recovered. There were striations and impact marks on a few other bones, but no clear cause can be attributed because the Kane killer cleaned up after himself. And no one wanted to hear that Cordelia was forced. I got a chance to talk to Cordelia, but she refused to say anything about Max's death. The one bit of info I did get from her was that she heard arguing coming from Max's office the night after Davies and McAdams investigated there. The arguing stopped and Scorobius exited. Cordelia says she saw soot on him and said he smelled like burned papers. She noticed that he had something clenched tightly in his hand. She said it was shiny, but couldn't tell what it was. Cordelia says she approached him and asked about the yelling. He responded by saying it was a simple disagreement and Max wanted to be alone. She did not pry further. I talked to Mr. Scorobius about this incident, but nothing new came up. His account matched Cordelia's completely. File closed. And the other thing I wanted to look at, so I noticed earlier that there was a green auras around some of the objects, but I was like, I couldn't figure out which objects I needed to tag. Glass table, trash can, and a chipped vase. Okay. Table, can, vase.
This vase has a big chip in it.
Aha!
So this place isn't perfect.
The vase. The trash can. And the glass table.
Yes, that's it. Wait, McAdams and Davies were here? What is going on?
Ooh. Hello.
Davies. Didn't think I'd see you again. Davies.
Okay. Now then, so we know they were investigating Max. And I think it's got something to do with a guy called Jeff Therian, whose name seems to be popping up a lot, but we're not getting told why.
There are FBI agents here.
Would you please get your brother for us?
Papers on the table.
I'll be up momentarily.
What are you doing?
Max! I was upstairs being...
Would you please get your brother for us?
FBI?
Miss?
Yes. Now please get Max for us.
I will, but I need your help. It's hard to explain, but I can sometimes see things. Things that will happen. Usually they're just small, but lately there's something bad. Max, I see him getting killed.
Miss Smith, is your brother in danger?
Yes. Well, not right now. I know I sound crazy, but please listen. In my visions, Max is murdered, shot. It's never been like this before.
Honey, why are you telling us this?
Look, this is serious. My visions come true. You have to help him. That's what you do, right? I'm serious.
This is a new one for me.
For me too. We could call McCoy in. He'd eat this right up.
Davies.
As if John's diet doesn't have enough nonsense in it already.
John McCoy? He can help?
At least we know
Sorry,
who told
honey,
her that.
we are not the police. We are here to see
Yes.
your brother.
Did I hear my name?
We have some questions for you, Mr. Smith.
And a warrant.
What the hell is this about? There are some papers on the dining room table. Get them out of here. So questions, huh?
Okay.
What do you got for me?
What? What papers?
So, literally, at the beginning of episode 1, the very first, it might have been actually episode 2.
These look like the papers I got Keith to sign last week. What are they doing out?
So there's been a week in between Cordelia seeing the vision of Max dying. Okay. It's good that we're establishing a timeline. What was I saying? So literally in the second episode, it was the first time we met Davies. I said I thought she was a bitch, and then I went, okay, no, maybe she... I take that back. She is a raging bitch. Yeah, what Cordelia's saying sounds a little screwy, but this lady is clearly distressed. There is absolutely no need to laugh in her face.
I'll just take these.
Hey! Don't touch anything here until after we've been through it.
Okay. And what are these?
It's a bit of a mess. Max has been working on something big, I guess.
And we can cog these.
I could have sworn I saw her put something down over here.
It is so weird seeing the future with Cordelia. I'm so used to seeing the past with Erica.
I'm sorry, it's been a long day.
It's about to be a longer one. Let's go.
Go? What do you mean? No.
To the station. These papers we found beg some questions. Questions we want to ask in a more controlled environment. Sam, let's go.
No, they can't do that. I need to stop them. Rose said some events are malleable and can be shaped. Maybe I can do that now.
Okie doke. Let's have a chat with McAdams.
I know the type, alpha male. We deal with them a lot when we're going around generating interest in projects. And that's about as much as I can stomach of them. What's this about?
Your brother there? He's going to be talking to a judge if he can't explain this situation.
Okay, well, what is this situation?
That he came into a lot of money.
Yeah, from our parents. They died when we were younger. So what?
No, not that. This is now the second time a death has brought your brother wealth.
Excuse me?
No! Max wouldn't do anything like that. You're crazy. Why would you think that?
We came across the records of a death that was never reported. We found a death certificate and a will, but no examination, no obituary or funeral. Hell, no body. This guy was just made to disappear. It would have slipped right by us if we hadn't gotten an anonymous tip. All this guy's assets ended up in your brother's lap.
This is some kind of mistake. What was the name of this person Max supposedly inherited from? Maybe this can all be cleared up.
Jeff Therian.
Oh.
Ever heard of him?
No, never.
Exactly.
Yes,
If he
you have,
existed
Cordelia.
and had left millions to your brother, you probably would have. I need to get back to work here, Miss Smith.
How serious is this?
How serious is this accusation? Max can't be involved in something like this. He can't.
You have federal agents standing in your home. It's serious. If your brother is found guilty of any of the accusations leveled at him, he's going to find himself in prison for a long time.
We could tell him to go look upstairs, but I think we need to set something up there first.
That's all for now.
What does she have to say on Davies?
She looks very official.
I really need to see some financial records from you, Mr. Smith.
Of course, but let me ask you something first.
Okay, yeah. You keep on it with Davies. Can Keith help us out? Keith, buddy.
Keith, there are agents here from the FBI. What's going on?
How would I know? Maybe they're here to take Max away for whatever he's hiding from us.
That's what I'm asking about. You do have a tendency to overreact, and this would fit neatly into the category of overreaction.
Honestly, You honestly think that I...
No, Keith. That's why I'm asking, because I don't know. But I am worried. Something about this doesn't feel right.
I would never.
Does Cordelia doesn't have anything. To be perfectly honest, I think prison would be the safest place for Max. Admittedly, we know what's going to happen to him. Cordelia doesn't realize that yet. Okay. Also, I never actually checked. What does Cordelia say about the skylight?
Max really wanted the skylight. I love to be in here when it's rainy out. The sound of the rain tapping on the glass fills the whole room.
That does sound wonderful. That sounds really wonderful. Can we phone Scorobius? He is our lawyer.
Hello, Enthon Towers main office.
Scorobius?
Okay.
You're down in the office?
Oh, Cordelia, it's you. I couldn't imagine who'd be calling. Do you need something?
Yeah, the FBI is here.
There are FBI agents here.
We need to
talking
lawyer
Max. I don't like it. Do you have any idea what's going on?
No, but rest assured that after dealing with headhunting investors and city government officials, a few federal agents will be a cakewalk. Max can handle himself.
Oh. Okay. We bring up some
We need
files.
some files brought up. It has to do with the investigation. Do you mind?
Oh, very well. Files pertaining to what?
I feel like we should bring up files on Jeff Therian. We tell them, oh, they're upstairs with Keith, and then whilst they're doing that, we grab the stuff on the table.
Anything you have on Jeff Therian.
Therian? I don't think I'm familiar with that name. Max must be mistaken.
Scorobius. I know when I'm being lied to, Scorobius. Because you'll keep doing these with a really long pause that tells me like whatever is about to come out of your mouth is a lie. Okay. Financial records.
Bring up some old financial records.
How old? Last year?
Yes, that will be fine. But don't just bring them up and put them anywhere. We need to be careful.
What shall I do with them?
Give them
to Max.
Very well. I'll be up momentarily.
Okay. Now we head out.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? This man is under investigation. Did I just see you try to hand him something?
Oh, yes, sorry. Didn't realize it would be an issue.
Yes. These might have what we're looking for. They should shed light on a few things. I'm gonna have to ask you some questions.
Okay. So she's dealing with both of them. Hopefully Scorobius can run circles around her. Now we tell him to go check upstairs.
Have you looked around upstairs yet?
No.
My other brother is up there. You might want to talk to him.
Thanks, but I prefer to be methodical, and I'm working on this room right now. I don't follow offhand advice. I follow the evidence, and I follow my gut.
Shit.
That's all for now.
I don't think... I'm gonna try. Grab them, grab them, grab them, grab them. Come on.
Ma'am,
No.
get away from the table until it's been looked over.
We need to... Okay, Keith. Keith, buddy. You need to kick up a fuss. Okay, bud? Or is there something we can grab from here? We have his pen.
It's very fancy looking. Weird, because Keith normally hates this kind of extravagance and just prefers cheap ballpoints. I've heard him go on at length about this.
Okay. We take his pen.
Remember the handheld tracker I mentioned working on the other day?
That's right, you talked about that. So what does it track?
It should be able to follow any non-ferrous metal.
I don't understand.
It doesn't track any one specific thing. You put metal near it, press the button, and it will stay locked onto that. It beeps more the closer you get to the target.
Wow, this is amazing, Keith. I'll just take these.
Okay, so I'm very sorry for clicking past the first bit of that conversation. I don't suppose we can...
I should leave him alone for now. He's agitated. It's best to let him do his thing.
Okay.
It's a tracking device. I can set it up to track metal objects.
Okay. Do we...
It's not set to track anything, so it wouldn't do any good.
Okay. How do we set it up to track something? Okay, we set it to track something upstairs. Not that.
Come on, I just got that set up the other day, Cordelia. Don't go near it.
Right. Sorry.
Can we...
I can't use that there. No, not there.
I'm pretty sure we need to set the pen up to track something up here. Can we... No. Can we... Can we grab something from my room?
For when I want to be alone while I work. I can't use that there.
Jewelry.
I'll bring the necklace with me. It's good luck.
Okay, I've got it. I've got it. I think we combine.
I've set the pen to track this.
Now we put the necklace somewhere upstairs. We let McAdams find the pen. Can we just give this to Keith?
I'll just put this near him. Maybe it'll calm him down.
No, it won't, because the FBI are about to come up, and I get the feeling Keith is very high-strung. Like, he may be on the autism spectrum a little bit. Okay, and pen with this. And now we walk away. And you follow your gut straight where I want you to. Come on, McAdams. There you go.
Son, I see you hiding over there. I'm a federal agent. I have some questions.
Sorry, Keith.
Keith is not going to be happy. And now grab the thing. Grab the thing.
I think it's clear. Okay, I need to get these somewhere safe. My room.
Okay, go. Cordelia, go.
I need to hide these. The closet is probably the best place to do that.
Okay. What are these papers,
I'll hide them in
though?
here.
I wonder if they're still hiding in there.
We'll be in touch if we need anything else from you, Mr. Smith. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, they're leaving.
Max, FBI agents?
Max, what the hell is going on? Why were they here? I was upstairs being questioned. I need to calm down.
Easy, Keith. Easy. It's no big deal. It's just a little mix-up.
No! You can't put me through something like that and then blow it off like it's nothing!
But it is nothing, really. Tell him, Cordelia.
No, Max. You had me hide something. What's going on?
I knew it! You've been hiding things all along, being secretive so you can push us away. You're trying to push me out of this partnership and out of this family, aren't you?
What? Of course not. That's not what's going on. Look, we can't be fighting. I need both of you on my side right now.
For what? Tell us what's going on.
Scorobius and I have been working on something, but I can't. We just can't talk about it yet.
If you're not going to give us an explanation after the FBI just finished leaving our home, then you need to think hard about your priorities, Max.
Cordelia, let me take care of this, okay?
Just like you took care of the FBI agents? What would have happened if they'd gotten those papers, Max? We don't do this. Where are your priorities?
Clearly not with family. We don't keep secrets from each other.
So what do you have to say, Max?
What I have to say is this is bullshit. Both of you. I have always taken care of you two so that you can have your perfect little lives. But when it reverses, when I need something, you run around like a bunch of simpering infants. I don't have time for this.
We are not done here, Max.
I don't like what's happening to him, Cordelia. Our perfect little lives? Does he think he's the king and the savior now?
Let's just step away from this, try to collect ourselves, and talk about this when we're all more calm.
Yeah, I guess that's the best idea right now.
Something was definitely going on with this family. And something was definitely weighing on Max. This thing that he and Scorobius were working on, I need to know more about it.
Yeah. There was certainly some trouble in paradise here, it seemed, but what was Max and Scorobius working on? We're gonna have to see if we can figure that out in the next episode. So please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.